I think Sussex are in a really good position heading into 2025. Last hat shift, no. They balance a young core of talent with proven performers around the lineup. The batting is less proven than others in Division 1, but I think there is the talent and potential to succeed. I guess it's always an unproven thing with a lot of these players not actually having played in Division 1 before. And I think they'll be reliant on the runs of Simpson and, perhaps bigger years from the likes of Alsop and Haynes, because I think they've, easily got the talent to do so, Alsop and Haynes, but I think it's just about, proving they can do it on this level. I think obviously Daniel Hughes as well, as I say, I think he'll be looking for a near 1,000-run season as a kind of Australian overseas, a kind of classic overseas that you can really rely on to get runs at sort of all levels of cricket. We all know that to be the case. And as I say, I think that the low order batting, I think, is a really big thing to look out for Sussex in 2025. I think there is a really big positive, and I think it's a bit of a modern thing to have a really low order that can really contribute, and I think it's a really important thing, in my opinion, in the modern game of red ball cricket, to be able to continuously score runs when you get to that lower order. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I think the bowling unit will be plenty good enough to get Sussex over the hill and win games. I mean, they didn't struggle to last year. I believe in all of their overseas signings, and I think Carson and Robinson as your kind of as your domestic kind of leaders of the attack, seamer and spinner, is a really, really important sort of double act, if you will. It's a kind of classic thing of a lot of great teams. You sort of premier fast bowler and your premier spinner. I think they've got plenty enough talent to sort of take Sussex to winning games in Division 1, and they're both excellent match-winning bowlers, so it'll be interesting to see how they do. As I said throughout, their young bowlers have plenty of ability to take wickets. They both can bowl pretty quickly. I think Sean Hunt and Henry Crocombe is who I'm mentioning here. They both got sort of the ability to step up at that level, so it'll be interesting to see what that'll be the case for Sussex. And lastly, I just thought was worthwhile to mention was Paul Farbrace's pre-season interview. It was almost eerily similar to Conor McGregor when he said, "We're not here to take part, we're here to take over," because Paul Farbrace went as far to say that Sussex are trying to win the title in 2025. I think that is, of course, optimistic, but he was saying failing to do that, he wants to try and finish in the top 4, and I think